We have on our screen two groups of 2x's equals -8. And what we want to know is, what do we need to multiply to make that equal -8? What we're essentially wanting to do is, what does x equal in there? Well, let's get x by itself and find out that value. We're going to begin by modeling this by creating two groups of 2x's. So there's one group of 2x and there's another group of 2x's. And I have an equal sign that I'm going to pop in there. And then now I have -8. So I can either click on it to turn it to negative, or turn the whole palette to negative and just add my -8 that I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can move it around just to kind of move them around. So now I have on my equation, oh, it's not matching. There should be matching. Maybe I didn't count right. 3, 6, 7. Oh, I didn't add. There we go. Added one more. Now they're the same color, which shows that they're equivalent, which is a huge value in this, is helping your kids out by scaffolding so your kids can see when they are matching and you have the right number of tiles, which, I mean, even as an adult, I messed that up. So that works. Okay, so what I have right now is two groups of 2x's that equal -8. Well, what I want to do is now to divide that by 2. So I'm going to put these in two groups. So the first thing I'm going to do is just move these guys over here. So I'm dividing everything into two groups because I have two groups of 2x's. So I literally have created two groups of 2x's. So I've divided it by 2. Let's represent this on my screen mathematically as well. I divided this group by 2 and this group by 2. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So let's rewrite this so we have a new equation. So we divide 2 over 2. That means that these two will cancel, and then this will simplify. So now what I have 2x equals -4. And that's exactly what I have over here, because this group has 2x equals -4, and so does this group have 2x equals -4. Now let's simplify each one of these groups again. So I can actually take my tiles now and separate them. So what does each x get? So let's regroup those. So this x gets 2, this x gets 2, this x gets 2, that x gets 2, and so on. So now I've grouped these into 4 separate groups. What does each x get? I can see on my screen each x gets -2. What I did was I divided them by 2. So I'm going to divide by 2 and divide by 2. And notice that everything on my screen is still color-coded the same, showing that they are equivalent. So if I divide by 2, that means that these two will cancel out, and then I can simplify this as well. So I can write this as x equals -2. And that is what I have on my screen up here. Each x equals -2. Now, an important part of checking our work is substituting. So let's put this -2 in our original equation. 2 times 2x equals -8. Okay, and I wrote it correctly, so it's all color-coded. I'm going to scribble out this little x right here, and I'm going to replace it by -2. As you can see, I have 2 times 2 groups of -2 equals -8. And if I simplify this, 2 times 2 times 2 is -8. And that equals -8.